Hey, 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 gorgeous people. Welcome to the Hair at First podcast, where great hair meets real life. We're your hosts, Tessa,
Monica,
and Michelle.
Three stylists, moms, besties. We're keeping it real about beauty, business, and the chaos of motherhood.
We're here to share stories, laugh way too loud, and maybe spill a little shampoo along the way. Just a quick heads up, we're not making any medical claims or giving professional advice here, just sharing our own thoughts, opinions, and experiences.
So grab your coffee, your favorite blanket, and let's hair it first.
Good morning. Welcome back to Hair at First podcast with Monica, Michelle, and Tessa. We're glad to have you back. If you are a returning listener, if you are brand new here, hold on, because it's a lot of fun, a lot of laughter. Sometimes it's offensive. It's very educational most of the time. In whatever, I mean, there's different areas of education, what we're educating on. You can take you can get something out of everything, I think, a learning, whether it's good or bad, or, let us learn it the hard way, and then you learn from our mistakes, because we talk a lot about our mistakes.
Let me tell you about a mistake.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm holding my thumb up for those of you that can't see, and I got into a tussle with my cheese grater yesterday morning, and it won. So, I don't know, half of my knuckle is missing at this point, because, I'm trying to start to just be a little bit cleaner in food and things in my life. So I thought, I know it's better than to get the shredded cheese that's in the bag because of all the preservatives and all that jazz.
So much
better until you grate your knuckle along with the cheese. And so this is kind of a funny story. I called my dad and I said, Dad, I thought about you this morning. You totally popped into my head. And he was like, oh yeah? What's up? And I said, well, I shredded my knuckle in the cheese grater today. And the only thing I could think of is the tough love growing up. Like, did you use your fucking head? Use your head, Michelle. And he's like, did I say that to you? I'm like, multiple times you said that to me. Like, we do something stupid. Did you really think that through? Did you use your head? I'm like, tough love is not the same as it used to be back in the day.
No.
Yeah.
I was like, are you stupid? That's the shit I used to get.
Yeah.
No, Dad.
Yeah.
No, he loves me. He's a wonderful parent. Like, I love my dad. Don't get me wrong. But I'm like, yeah.
Tough love doesn't mean you're a shitty parent. Tough love means you're a great parent. That does not mean you're a shitty parent.
Yep.
I used to get, I guess you won't be stupid enough to do that again.
Just
And I'm like,
suck it up.
I don't know, maybe the odds be ever in my favor, because typically I got to try something at least twice to make sure I don't like it.
Uh-huh. Monica, your bangs are fucking fabulous, by the way.
So cute.
I love them.
Yes, me too.
It is
Sexy
the
little
Ella
piece.
Langley haircut.
I love it.
Me too.
Looks so good on you.
Me too.
I will say I do love it. I have been trying to just get them right, because of course you have to retrain everything, and they're sitting at the most perfect point right now, but I know tomorrow I will be cutting them.
Yeah.
Just a little
Just
bit.
little dustings every day.
Just little dusting.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, at least you are trained in it, and you're not going to come into the salon with things like this. My sister is notorious for that. She cannot cut hair. Quit it. Shauna, if you're listening, freaking stop it. What the fuck? One day in church, she wouldn't even turn around. I'm like, hey, I'm trying to talk to you. She finally turns around. Her bangs are like this. I'm like, and my mom goes, I told her you'd be mad. I'm like, yeah, you look like an idiot.
Why are you talking in church?
Oh,
Tessa,
listen.
Why are we talking in church?
5 Hail Marys.
A lot.
It's
I think you guys know this.
Lord's time.
I pay attention. I love, but sometimes things just come to my mind that I'm like, oh, it's not that I don't love Jesus. Yeah, I have ADHD. You guys already
I was just going to say that.
diagnosed me with that, and now I need a mental health day, and they're making fun of me.
So look, I did go back to my NP the other day. Well, I went back to my therapist, and she was like, I guess she was waiting to see this huge change in me, and I was still swirling. And she was like, have you tried your medicine yet? I said, sure haven't. Sure have not.
Can you tell?
And she was like, why? I said, well, see, I don't know if you guys know this about me. I think we've talked about this before, but I have medical anxiety. So, like, medications really freak me out. Like, I know that in reality, this medicine is going to make my brain slow down so I can, like, actually complete a thought. But in my mind, I'm going to overdose and die. And I mean that so seriously. I had some medical things going on, and I had to do a colonoscopy, and we all know how that prep is. Mm-hmm. And I remember calling Craig, crying, being like, babe, I can't take this medicine. And he's like, why? And I'm like, but what if I overdose? And he's like, you very well may shit yourself, but you're 100% not going to overdose and die.
Oh,
and I'm
my
like,
God.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
You don't know.
It took me 3 hours.
Oh, dear.
3 hours to take the medicine. So I told myself on Saturday that I was going to take my medicine. I, in fact, didn't. I told myself today I was going to take my medicine. I, in fact, didn't. Maybe tomorrow. I just need to see what it does.
You guys, I'm the same.
I just can't. Like, I just don't trust. I have so much of a lack of faith in anything. But the reality of it is I have tried all the natural things.
Yep.
I have tried the diet changes. I've tried the supplements. I've tried all those things, and it's not. I don't want to say it didn't work, because I could definitely notice a change in how escalated I was. But I feel like I do need that little extra zhuzh in the right direction.
Right.
Yeah. 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 Hey, you tried it. It didn't, necessarily do everything that you needed to do. So there's stuff available to help. So never be ashamed of that, for sure.
Yeah.
I sent you guys a video just now.
Oh, God.
Of when I had my colonoscopy, and then I came out of it. This video is not in slow motion.
But are you?
Yeah.
Can I show it?
Yeah. It took forever.
Oh my God.
Okay, so I need to know why your lips are like this.
I don't even know. And that was before I was allergic to marshmallows. Now I'm allergic to...
You're eating a Rice Krispie treat?
Yeah, this was a long time ago. But yeah, you would think that video was in slow motion. And my niece that had taken me, she recorded that. I'm like, thank you, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
So
Just crazy.
I have a Melaleuca Band-Aid on this thumb.
Nice.
So it's got that Melaleuca honey in it. So I'm hoping, because you guys think about shears tomorrow.
Oh, that, your hand in the water, everything, that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt. Did you get the knuckle out of the cheese, or?
I did. I threw the cheese away.
Okay.
That was very smart.
That was
Cannibalism
smart.
should not be added to your list of things that you do.
I've got to test. If I ever come over, I'm going to have to test it first, because I am highly allergic to human meat.
How did you find that out?
Well, you're a mammal. I'm allergic to mammals.
Oh?
You produce milk. I'm allergic.
I don't produce milk. So.
Well, I don't either anymore.
You're a
But
hybrid.
we did. Yeah.
Gosh.
So,
Oh, my Lord.
anyway.
Well, I'm going to have to try those Band-Aids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
I mean, I'm telling you, this is the other thing I wanted to say. So my dad said to me, he goes, so when it happened, let me ask you, did it immediately start bleeding, or was it 15, 20, 30 seconds later? I'm like, yeah, about 20, 30 seconds later. He's like, yeah, that's not good. Because I stopped and I looked at it and I was like, wait, that hurt. It takes a second to register. And I'm like, why is that not bleeding yet? Like, did I just imagine? And it's just like and then it just started going, wah! And Mike was shoveling and I'm like, honey, I just did something really bad. Like, you guys have to understand, my stomach turns at anything that has to do with wounds. right? I literally feel like I'm going to throw up. So like if my husband, if something bad ever happened, obviously I would suck it up and change bandages and stuff. But did I ever tell you guys he got burned like really bad? He went to,
No.
okay, I'm going to tell this story real quick. I was mad at him anyways, but we were at my parents' pool and he had called me a few times and I'm like, I was being a brat. It was during COVID. I'm like, my daughter's like, Mike's calling. I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm not going to answer. Well, then he called right back and he never does that. So I answered the phone and he's like, honey, I fucked up. And I said, what happened? Well, he went to light all of the cardboard on fire in our pit back there, and it fucking exploded in his face and his arms. He still has scars. You guys, when we walked in the house, I said, we're on our way home. I'm coming. We walked in the house, and it was all you could smell was burnt skin.
Oh, that's the worst.
Well, he had immediately got in the shower. This guy is tougher than any person I know. Let me just tell you that. And he scrubbed to get it all off. You guys, it was horrible. We ended up in the emergency room, but they wouldn't let me go. So I had to sit in the car while they peeled it off. But I'll send you guys pictures someday. I mean, I'm like, honey, if you wanted to exfoliate your face so you didn't have any wrinkles,
This wasn't the way to do it.
this is not the way.
A
And he's
different
like,
way.
it's too soon, Michelle. That's too soon. Because it was horrifying. It was horrifying. His eyebrow's gone. Which one? This one. Yeah, his right eyebrow, he only has like a quarter of it. It's gone.
So
Oh.
your Manuka honey band-aids, what other kind of like natural things do you like to do? Like what are your natural go-tos? And what are some natural things that like you wish you knew more about?
So, gosh, it was probably 12 or 13 years ago. I was introduced to Young Living essential oils. That was the beginning of my clean journey. And the girl that introduced me, she worked in the salon. And, I'd listen to her talk to her clients, but I hadn't really, whatever. Well, we have daughters about the same age. So we went out to eat and our daughters were playing. And my daughter, Berlin, tripped and fell and skinned up her knee. And it wasn't, she skinned her knee. It wasn't like ER visit, but it hurt and she was crying. And Kelly went and got some lavender essential oil. And, we talked to Berlin. Do you trust it? Because Berlin was little. And she's like, yeah, it hurts so bad. I mean, within 30 seconds, the pain went away. And I was like, what is that? Right?
That's awesome.
Yeah. So since then, I mean, I've learned so much. Like they have spaghetti, they have essential oils, they have cleaning products. So all we use is thieves in our house. And you buy it in like a big jug and it's like 3 to 4 capsules to a full sprayer bottle. And honestly, my husband grabs that before anything, right? To clean the floor, to anything. And that's kind of where my journey started. Now, I'm the type of person, it's got to be a little easy, because I get overwhelmed very easily. So when I get online to look for how do I make this or how do I do that or blah, blah, blah. So my next step is I bought clean laundry sheets, but my husband can't wrap his head around them. He doesn't think his clothes are getting clean. So I think I need to get into more of a detergent type thing. And I know, Monica, you can help me with that. But I also want to get rid of my plastic pots for the dishwasher.
I got one for that too.
Monica, this is your time to shine, girl. Give us all your stuff.
Now, wait,
So-
I got to write it. Hang on, because I'm going to get something to write on because I'm writing this shit down.
The laundry soap one, I will have to go and get my recipe for because I mix a couple of different things. But I always put distilled white vinegar in
I use
all
that.
of my laundry.
Yeah,
Me too.
vinegar. So do I.
Always. It's a great like fabric softener type thing,
Mhm.
and it also pulls out all of that gross, nasty shit. But for dishwasher pods, they're so easy. Go and get like little trays. You can use whatever kind of like
Like
tray
ice
you
trays?
Like a silicone one? What?
Like a silicone one would be fine. I got super lazy over the years of doing it. So I just put it on a cookie sheet.
Oh.
And let it dry out. And then I just use it in like a powder form, so it's not even in a pot. I just use
like a scoop.
Teaspoon measurer.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
But
that's what I want to do.
It is 1 cup of baking soda, a 1/4 cup of citric acid that you use for like canning acid.
How much
and
of that?
1/4 cup. And then it is 2 tablespoons of, I use Castile soap.
Castile.
Castile. It's like Doc. Oh, now that you've asked me, I can't remember. Doc. Hold on, let me look. But you mix that all together. Dr. Bonner's.
Do I have to use a cheese grater for that?
No.
Does it come in
It looks
powder
just like
form?
this. It's like
okay. Dr. Bronner's.
So, and you can use whatever kind of smell you want.
So I can
always
add
get
my
the-
essential oils.
You can. I always just don't. I use the one that doesn't have any for the dishes.
Okay.
But yeah, so mix that up all together. I put mine out on a piece of, like I said, on the cookie sheet, and you just let it dry. It takes, if you use it in the silicone molds, it's probably 12 hours. But yeah, and then I just take it, because like I said, I put mine on a cookie sheet. I just take a spatula and break it all up and stick it in a glass container. And that's our dishwashing soap.
How long to let it dry?
It's until it gets like, if you're gonna use silicone pods, it's till it gets hard. It's normally like 12 to 24 hours, depending on the temperature inside your house.
Okay.
In the summer, I do a ton of it.
So it dries faster.
Because it dries, I let it sit outside. And I'll put like 4 or 5 cookie sheets out. But your ratio is always 1 cup of baking soda, 1/4 cup of citric acid, 2 tablespoons of Castile soap. No plastics, no nothing like that. And then with my laundry soap, I don't know how much of it you use, like of each individual thing, but you do need a cheese grater for that.
My husband, I just told him, you're on cheese grater duty from now on. I'm not ever touching that fucking thing again.
But most of it, like, honestly, like, I use vinegar for, I would say 90% of my cleaning stuff.
Me
So
too.
my kids, they love those cutie oranges. So I save all those peels.
Good idea.
And I mix vinegar. I have a big ball mason jar. It's a gallon mason jar thing. I throw all of their scraps, like apple skins, orange peels, if they have any like that they don't eat, I'll stick them all in there and I cover it with vinegar. And that's what I use for cleaning stuff. Because vinegar cleans just about anything. And putting the peels and stuff in there makes it so it doesn't have that like, I mean, it still smells like vinegar.
Right.
But it's a better smelling vinegar. And then what's another one I do with my, I use a simmer pot. Instead of using like any type of air freshener.
Mm-hmm.
Simmer pot is all the way. I got a glass simmer pot off of Amazon. And depending on the season, I'll change it. Like right now, since it's that in-between season, I will use oranges, lemons, a little bit of rosemary, and then I will put a couple drops of the lemon balm essential oil in it. Okay, so yeah, simmer pots. I let mine go, honestly, probably a few days.
Just keep adding water, right?
Yeah, I just keep adding water. So I will cut up, typically it's like 3 oranges, a lemon or an apple. Like this time, that's what I'm doing. In the winter months, I will do like fern. Like I'll get some like from a Christmas tree, a live Christmas tree, or go outside, grab some of that. Do some still I always love orange.
Cinnamon.
So I'll
Me
do
too.
like a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of star anise. Oranges, apples, star anise, cinnamon, clove, and a little bit of like fern or any type of like fern essential oil. And it makes your whole house smell absolutely amazing. And there's no chemicals.
Yes.
There's no
I do that
chemicals in
too.
it. So it helps with like your hormone disruptors and everything like that. So it's little things. I think my
I
silver
agree.
pot was like $30.
hmm
And it's a glass pot and it sits on my stove.
Awesome.
Like it's to the point my cleaning lady knows, like just she doesn't even mess with it.
I think people are finally starting to wake up to the hormone disruptors that are in everything,
Yeah.
and the things that it's caused and is causing, and just, menopause. When we were young, we used to hear about it in women in 60s and 70s and older or whatever. Never did you hear it of people in their 30s and things. And
Right.
that is where it's at now. So that just the age progression per se that these chemicals boost us into
Right.
is insane.
Well, that and like the amount of cancers,
Cancers, yes.
like or autoimmune diseases.
Mhm.
Like
Or
you
autism.
never.
The meat, they're pumping it full of hormones.
Yeah.
What do you think that's doing to everybody's body?
Yes. There's so
Yeah.
many, even like fish and chicken and things, because I have alpha gal, and so I can't have beef or anything like that. But I have to do major research on even fish, shrimp, all of those things, because they're pumping that full of different collagens and different things that it's
You
like,
know what I did the other day? I was at Target and I'm like, I don't feel like going to the grocery store. I just got some chicken. What's up with the chicken at Target?
I haven't bought chicken
It
from
cooked and
Target
it
yet.
almost looked gray, right? And then I cut into it and I'm like, this doesn't even look like chicken. Or like when you're cutting into chicken, what it feels like chicken. You know what I mean? I was
So-
like, well, that was a bad mistake. I'm not bashing Target.
It's starting to be engineered meat.
Absolutely. Like that digital, what's it called? Digital scan. What is it called?
3D
Something like
printing.
laser meat.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
It's
so
not real.
speaking
Yeah.
of that, for alpha gal people, they now have pork free pig meat for us. They go in alpha gal free pig meat for us. Genetically altered pigs. They're genetically altering pigs to make it to where it's safe for alpha gal people. They're selling it on our sites with the emu and the ostrich and stuff. You tell me, well, A, that's going right against God. Wait, you don't alter
100%.
DNA, genetics, none of that stuff. I don't trust it. I know
Right.
people, I see it on my alpha gal pages all the time that people are eating it and it's just awesome. They can taste bacon again. Sorry, not for me, because that is not right. I don't know what all is happening when they
Like,
are
what is in it?
altering. Yeah.
Because if you
Absolutely.
think about like fat free or low fat, blah, 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 they are pumping it full of other shit.
Yeah,
It's just
very much so.
like butter. Eat butter, guys. If you can.
So
can't.
I just want to point
I
out
eat
this
plant
fact.
butter.
There you go.
We, in the 1950s, people lived off of homemade bread
Yep.
and butter and dairy and full fat of
Full
everything.
fat milk.
Full fat milk.
Yeah.
They went and got their meat at a butcher shop. Like, the reason that they could eat all of that stuff and still be this big is because it was fucking real.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was real shit. Like, take a look at what you're what you're buying.
So important.
It's insane. It is not. It takes like probably if you don't have a KitchenAid mixer, it'll probably take a little bit more effort. But like, go buy organic whipping cream You can make whipped cream out of it. You can make butter
Yeah,
out of it.
I'm doing that today. I'm making
It's
butter today and
so
saving the
easy.
buttermilk. Okay,
Yeah.
let me ask you a question though, because I've never done it before. And
Okay.
everybody's like, you need the cheesecloth to get the
No, you
water. Or I'm like,
No, you
can't I
don't.
just use my hand? Well, now I'm a little bit nervous with all this. It might taste like honey and flesh.
It's so the only thing I would recommend doing if you don't have do you have a KitchenAid mixer?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so do you have like a cover for your KitchenAid mixer? Okay,
Yeah, but I can't find it.
Okay, well,
I don't know where it
then
is.
get a tea towel.
Okay.
I literally put my whipping cream in, turn my mixer on. I have a cover for mine, but before I had a
Yeah.
cover, I just used a towel, and you'll hear it sloshing. And then once it'll go to whipped cream,
Mhm.
and then it'll form like its really stiff peaks, and then within minutes, it goes to butter.
Do you do the one that has, is it the paddle or is it the
No,
one
do
that
the
looks like a
whisk.
whisk? Okay.
They do the whisk, and then separate your
Crazy.
buttermilk from your butter, and
Okay.
then you're going to take ice cubes and cold water, and you are going to compress all of your butter together to
Okay.
separate your butter and your buttermilk. When it's in a tight ball, you're
Uh-huh.
going to put it in your ice bath and
Okay.
let it sit, and then give it another good squeeze. I use an entire
Mhm.
big thing of it,
Container.
and I get to I will form it into sticks.
Okay.
So
Do
cut
you
it
use
in half.
salt, like kosher salt or
No,
sea salt? What
I
do
don't
you?
use salt, but I'm not a big salt person.
Okay.
I'm
We
not a
are.
big salt person, but I will when we do steaks.
Yeah.
I will make garlic butter.
Oh, yeah.
So I will mix garlic. I'll chop up garlic, rosemary. I'll break all that down, and we'll have rosemary garlic butter.
So
Or
when
if-
you do the rosemary, do you just put it in there? Do you do anything with it before you do you saute it or anything? You just put it in there like minced garlic and rosemary.
I mince garlic and rosemary. I cut it up really, really fine.
Okay.
Cut it up really, really fine. But Texas Roadhouse
Yeah.
butter is literally cinnamon and honey with a little pinch of sugar. So I'll use brown sugar, and I'll mix all that up. And you go through butter, but when
We
you
go through
have
butter.
good true butter, you don't need as much.
Okay.
You don't need as much. So butter making is so much fun in this house. And there is nothing in this world like a fresh piece of sourdough bread and real butter.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Great.
Yeah, that's on my
and-
list of things to do this week or today. I don't know. It depends.
When you learn how to make things from home, there is a sense of accomplishment. And it doesn't I typically spend Sundays now that we've been home for a few days. I haven't done it yet, but we'll do granola bars. And you can make them with things that you like. We use the oatmeal, I use honey, I use brown sugar. We'll put a little bit of chocolate chips on top. And it's so easy. It literally takes 10 minutes to make. And it doesn't have any of the extra additives and crap in it.
Mhm.
Cheez-Its. Cheez-Its are
Yes.
super easy to make.
We make those all the time.
And they're so good. They are much more fluffier. You can make them the thickness that you like. And
Okay,
it
give us the
literally
recipe.
Yeah.
That one is
So easy.
16 ounces of cheese, shredded cheese. Be careful. Don't be doing nothing. But honestly, you could put it in a food processor, but it's
Yeah.
that flour, 1 egg. I think that's it. It's 3 or 4 ingredients. Maybe a little bit of water. And you put it in your food processor and until it makes a ball. And then you literally roll it. Well, you have to put it in the refrigerator for, I think, an hour. Then you roll it out. You cut it with your pizza cutter and you take a toothpick and put little holes in it. Pop it in the oven for 10 minutes. And you have the best Cheez-Its. It's the same with goldfish. I literally have a goldfish cutter. It's this big. And just pop it. And when you start doing things like that, you can taste
Yeah.
the difference in the chemicals.
Yes.
It almost tastes chemically.
Yeah. The other day
That's
I
exactly.
had-
I'll never eat bagged cheese ever again. Ever. No.
Yeah.
But we make the where we just basically take the slices of cheese or piles of cheese that we have sliced and put, separate in the squares. And we use those for croutons. We use that for all kinds of stuff. And it's just the baked cheese, but it's a good snack too, that's not, but yeah.
That's the problem. There's so much bad crap in the food, that it's like, if you I'm telling you, it takes me probably 3 or 4 hours on Sunday, but I do the granola bars, I do bagels, I do 2 loaves of bread for the week. I take that bread and I make my own peanut butter, which if you are just starting making things on your own, that is the easiest thing to make. You literally put your peanuts in your food processor and hit a button.
What if I don't have a food processor? I have like a Ninja, like mixer, but I don't have a food processor.
Just anything that chops.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything that chops. It makes it super fine. A blender would do it. I make Uncrustables for my kids. In the summer, I do a lot of canning. So, like, I have strawberry jelly that's been sitting since last summer. So, like, I'll make the Uncrustables for my kids that have fresh bread, homemade peanut butter, homemade jelly. Like I said, we do granola bars, we do bagels. I make their muffins for the week. It doesn't take that much time. And honestly, if you have kids, get your kids to help you.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
My kids fight over who's going to make peanut butter or who's going to help me do stretch and folds on my sourdough bread. Like, Colton gets to help me shape sourdough bread today because it's his turn. Kenley's turn is to do the peanut butter. And Colt's turn, it's Raylan's turn to help me with granola bars. So, like, they enjoy that. It's time that you get to spend with your kids. You're teaching them how to make food because the reality of it is so much cheaper for me to make our food than it is for me to go buy it at the store. And, when Snow Apocalypse happened, there was nothing in the stores. And I didn't have to worry about it because I was like, I don't need bread. I don't need eggs because my parents have chickens. So I went and stole some of their eggs. The only thing we need is milk because I don't have a cow. And I'm not quite on board with raw milk yet.
Have you guys tried it?
I haven't.
I'll die.
So where I grew up, we have dairy farms.
She said, I'll die.
But thanks, Michelle.
I thought maybe before you found all this out, you might have. But
No, she'd have been dead.
It's rich.
Glad I didn't.
It's thick and rich.
But that would make
chunky?
the best butter.
Oh. No,
That
it
would make the
wasn't
best
chunky.
The
Yeah,
cream
but
on
But
the
it was
top of
warm
that.
too. It wasn't cold, so I struggled.
Straight out
Yeah.
the teat?
Straight out the
Straight
teat.
out. Oh, that was. Yep. Wait a minute. Okay, that was supposed to be an
Go
udder
to
teat.
YouTube.
That was
Go
supposed to be.
YouTube. She's allergic to that too, everybody.
That was supposed to be me milking it.
that is 100%
That's not what
it
that
looks
looked like. Sorry.
And on that note,
Whew.
I think you guys have gotten enough of our
we need a break.
craziness. I think we filled your head with all sorts of things. But nonetheless, you guys know how to now make some dishwasher pods.
Yeah. Cheez-Its.
Cheez-Its, goldfish. We can do a whole series
Yeah.
on
Manuka
making
honey
it from the
Band-Aids.
kitchen.
Yeah.
Manuka
Grate
honey
your-
Band-Aids.
Yes.
Snap your finger off.
Yeah.
We're
So we
excited.
got all the things. We got the food. We got the shampoo for you. We got the Band-Aids for you.
Now you know how to make butter. Butter.
Now you know how to
Butter.
drink teat milk. You know how to drink teat milk now.
Oh, and
drink
what's
it
left?
away.
When you separate the butter is the buttermilk. And then
Yes.
that is great for like
Best
coating chicken and
Pancakes
Oh,
ever.
yes. Oh,
Best pancakes ever.
Yep.
Make yourself a whole ton of pancakes, flash freeze them, and then put them in a bag. And you can pop them in the toaster, and it's literally the best pancake. That's something else we're doing today. Because
Perfect.
if my kids don't get out of this house and go to school soon,
what's flash freeze? What do you mean?
flash freeze. So if you were to put even things that are cold right next to one another, they'll stick. If you flash freeze them, It normally takes about 45 minutes depending on what you've got. It makes it so that way when you put it in the bag together, they won't freeze together.
So you just lay them out on something.
Lay them
but
out.
Do you cover it?
I don't.
Okay.
It's not going to be in there long enough to have any like frostbite or anything like that.
Yeah.
But like for sweet treats, if you cut up bananas and then dip a corner of them in honey, or not honey, chocolate, if you put them in your freezer and then for an hour just to let them firm up and you put them in a bag, they won't stick together.
Perfect.
Whereas if you were to throw like all your pancakes in one bag together, you're going to be fighting to separate those.
Oh, right. That's where I always just use parchment paper, but good Lord.
Wow.
That's
Parchment
expensive.
paper is also not the greatest for you.
Right. Learning
That's
that too.
yeah.
That's next episode.
Yeah.
Parchment paper.
Oh,
Well, and for
right.
all you people out there that are highly allergic to everything that we just discussed, we'll have an episode of how to do things dairy-free and mammal-free also at some point. I don't know. Maybe. I got some recipes. But we are going to let you go on this episode because we may have just overloaded your brain, but we hope that you got a lot out of this because it is so important to start living clean. And like Monica was saying, it's so much cheaper to live clean. You've got to get the stuff to get started out, but man, it goes such a long way, kind of like our clean products, our shampoo, concentrated, the best of the best ingredients, clean ingredients, go so much farther than the chemical-loaded bullshit that is out there, easily accessible for all of us. So anyway, we wish you guys a very amazing day and can't wait to talk to y'all next Friday.
Can't
Love
wait,
you
guys.
Bye.
Bye.
And that's a wrap on this episode of Hear It First. Thanks for hanging out with us. We hope you laughed, learned, and maybe felt a little more seen through all of the good hair days and the hot mess ones too.
Remember, we're just sharing our own thoughts and experiences. No medical claims or professional advice here, just real talk from stylists and moms who get it.
Don't forget to follow, subscribe, and share Hair It First with your fellow beauty lovers and boss moms. We will catch you next time with more stories, laughs, and probably a little conditioner in our hair.